Hey guys, welcome back. Luca here, and today I want to talk about, do I regret becoming a software engineer? Back in college, tech was going into such a golden age, and everyone was talking about how big tech is the place where you want to be. I guess based on myself from the past, I am exactly where I wanted to be. I was able to join a big tech company. I was able to find a really well-paying job right out of college with no masters, no PhDs. But now, tech isn't what it used to be. Companies are laying people off, they're cutting down perks. And every time when I see on the headline, like Wall Street Journal or whatever, like a potential leak of my company having more rounds of layoff, it really just put these mental stress on you. I definitely noticed I've been putting in a lot more hours into my work because work is getting busier. Everyone is trying to work a lot harder, trying to really show to the manager hey, I'm an asset, I want to stay, please keep me. So this creates this type of work environment where everyone's trying to work really efficiently, trying to put in more hours, and no one really talks about work-life balance as much anymore. And the timing is definitely very different. But another part of that is probably because back in the day I also mentioned, when you first start a job, people expect you to be learning and then picking up skills. But now that I have working a few years, I'm reaching this senior level positions, I'm picking up extra responsibilities. And now suddenly they kind of expect you to be working harder. Most companies say you don't have to work more than 40 hours, but everybody knows a lot of times when project gets really busy, times you spend on the project can prolong. So yeah, now knowing all these, do I regret becoming a software engineer? No, absolutely not. If you have seen my other video, talking about am I passionate? Yeah, I think I'm very passionate about technology. I'm very passionate about coding. Like I said, I think in the future, coding is a skill set that you must have. It's kind of like a language that you talk to the machine. And it's kind of like how I'm talking to you guys right now. And in the future, that will be a skill that I think everyone pretty much has to learn at some point. So I definitely don't regret picking up this skill set because I think it's very, very valuable. As we can all see, applied AI, GPT technologies. Of course, these are more on the higher level, but knowing how to build software using these underlying APIs, these are software engineering skills that someone's going to be using. I think a lot of times, if you look around, accountings, finance, those are also very exciting opportunities, but I actually think they are at a higher risk than software engineers being replaced by GPT technologies. For example, I think any job that's really streamlined, you can put in raw hours and then just get it working, those jobs are more at risk. For example, I think a lot of times when you are just some sort of consultants, some sort of financial consultants or accounting consultants, you just answer very basic informations, then GPT technology could definitely hurt you. So I would say compared to some of the other majors that's offered at college, computer science is still one of the safest and one of the best things that you can do. But if I can go back in college, another thing that I would recommend everyone to do is not only study computer science, but also think about what other field that you can study and what other field you can put together with the computer science. So for example, I'm very passionate about biology. I had a dream when I was a kid, I want to cure cancer. I studied biology. Now I can use what I know about biology, but also leverage the technology skills. A lot of people have said, knowing computer science is one thing, but knowing another thing, and you can put it together and nicheify it, making it very specialized, that's something really amazing. Because computer science is just a tool, but you have to add the creative elements to it to make it even more powerful than it is. So if I could have gone back to college, I could have really focused on picking up something else, like biology or medicine. That can help me nicheify or potentially pivot into something more specialized. Because now when I go into, for example, a bio field, I know exactly what they're talking about. So it makes it easier to pick it up and learn things rather than starting from zero. Of course, starting from zero is not big deal for some people. But for a lot of us might be something really stressful, and we might feel deterred away from it because it's just so much learning curve. I think right now is actually such a big and exciting opportunities because now the GPT technology is getting huge, and applied machine learning AI will only drive a lot of companies into providing their APIs online and making it available, and then it's kind of like a freemium model. And a lot of companies can be built using these technologies. So there you go, like that's more opportunities for software engineers. And that's why like a lot of people are saying like, oh, now I have an excuse to go into the startup world. A lot of time we're golden handcuffed, but now they're no longer handcuffed. So a lot of amazing companies in the future are built by times like these. So I strongly believe like right now is actually a lot of people are thinking about building their own company. Of course, the economy is not very good, but those that can push through and survive this, I truly believe a lot of amazing companies can be formed. So yeah guys, as you can see, like I'm overall still very optimistic about technologies, and I definitely don't regret studying this. Of course, I only regret not studying more like other majors alongside with computer science. Of course, like in college, I studied finance and computer science, but I didn't end up going into quantitative trading or hedge funds. So, you know, I do use my financial knowledge for like, you know, my personal finance or like investment, but it's not like something like I can really just like, oh, I'm gonna start a fintech company. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this gave you guys some sort of confidence in tech. And if you are someone who's still in college or who's thinking about picking up tech, I think right now is actually a very good time. Of course, trying to save up your cash, like don't overspend on bootcamp and stuff, because boot camps are meant for like you want to get a job right afterwards. So maybe wait a bit on boot camp, try to just study on the side. So yeah guys, like I hope this video was helpful. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think.